9 Wants to Know has been exposing the systemic problem of children running away from facilities that are supposed to protect them. These are kids suffering with mental illness and trauma from abuse and neglect.
Tonight we asked the state what it is doing to fix this widespread problem. In partnership with the Colorado Sun, here's investigative reporter Jeremy Hohola.
For most of her life,
my parents weren't able to take care of me. So they were like, okay, we're just gonna put you in the system.
Lizzie Giberson,
Tennyson, Excelsior, Third Way, Remington House,
used different names for home.
DCH, Cleo Wallace, Marlar, and Third Way.
Now 23 years old,
I wasn't productive there.
Lizzie remembers constantly running away from state-licensed facilities like the Tennyson Center.
I would just go to Sloan's Lake and sit there for hours.
Just sit there for hours?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they would find me and drag me back.
Do you acknowledge that there is a runaway problem at some of these facilities?
You know, I don't know that I would really characterize it as a runaway problem.
The Colorado Department of Human Services licenses facilities for kids suffering with mental illness or trauma from abuse and neglect.
What has your agency done to try and mitigate this issue?
Well, so what you are looking at is a couple of facilities.
Minna Castillo-Cohen says the state tries to help children before they end up in facilities.
You said in the interview that you wouldn't call this a runaway problem. What would you call it?
I would say that we have done an excellent job here in Colorado of reducing the number of kids who have been in need of out-of-home placement.
But what about the kids who still rely on residential treatment? Numbers show 911 calls are up. The Tennyson Center has relied on police so much. During a 4-month period in 2020, officers spent the equivalent of 36 days there responding to 911 calls.
Where are there resources for kids and families like this in the state?
Westminster police say Cleo Wallace remains the largest source of 911 calls in the city.
We can't be your auxiliary support, right? You have to be able to manage that yourself.
Is it going to be acceptable for these facilities to continuously rely on police?
I would say that it isn't acceptable now to continuously rely on police, but we do need them in this partnership to keep kids safe.
There have been deadly consequences. In 2018, a drunk driver killed 15-year-old Andrew Potter after he ran away from Cleo Wallace.
I didn't see him, and all of a sudden, bam!
Last year, 12-year-old Timmy Montoya Klepfeld died after running from the Tennyson Center.
And parents expected these children to be safe, but then the children left and were killed.
It's heartbreaking. Anytime a child dies, it's heartbreaking, right? No matter what the cause is for that loss is profound.
What's the fix here?
You know, I don't know what the fix is.
2 years ago, the Child Protection Ombudsman's office found deficiencies in the system.
Back in 2019, we produced a report that made a series of recommendations that would have improved safety for children in these facilities.
Is there enough oversight right now?
I would say that our team does an excellent job of overseeing those facilities, but we can always do better. When the safety and care of kids is at stake, we always can do better.
You feel more unsafe in these facilities than I felt in an abusive household.
Lizzie tells us when she would run,
when you were sitting there at the lake, you were just sitting there for someone to come and talk to you.
Yep, and you can just see people just walking by, but no one actually ever came to you.
She always hoped she'd run into the right kind of help.
Just hoping that someone would find me and ask me what's wrong, and they would take me somewhere else. That's something I always wished would. A random bystander would just come and be like, "Are you okay?" And I could tell them, "No, I'm not."
The system is broken. And based on 911 data, the runaway problem has been getting worse. Police are overwhelmed. Low-paid staff in these facilities subject themselves to attacks and can do nothing to stop it. And worst of all, some of the kids who run away are dying. Some of these last resort facilities are taking on a burden they just cannot handle. We'd like to hear your thoughts and comments about our series. If you have information about these facilities, please text us at 303-871-1491.